there's no wrong answer. It just means you're not going to like it as well, or it's going to take longer to get where you want to go. It's going to take you longer to find your purpose or to live your heart's desire. But there's no wrong answer. Hello, and welcome to the Connectedness Podcast. Just as you might have guessed, I talk about connection and connectedness on this podcast, our connection with everything in the world around us. Whether you see it or not, we're all connected, and it doesn't matter if it's our dog, our cat, our God, our body, and I'll also talk about some more abstract connections like our career or our land, our community, our emotions, your body. Life is all about connection, so the sooner we recognize that, the sooner we can have an easier, more meaningful life. I will talk about these connections through different lenses, things like synchronicities and coincidences, or just everyday little bits of magic and miracles that we usually dismiss. It's really important that we pay attention to all of this so we can live an easier, more meaningful life. So welcome to the show. I'm your host, Karen Cleveland. Hey, welcome back to the show. In this episode, I want to talk about the body and how the body is really important when we are pursuing a goal or a dream, or even just trying to live a better life. I've talked about the mind a little bit in a previous episode. Before that, I talked a little bit how when we're setting goals and we want to achieve our goals, it's really important to incorporate the mind, body, and soul in the process. And I haven't fit them all together yet, but as I said, today I'm talking about the body. Body has three ways we really need to pay attention to it and to use it in achieving our dreams. So one way that the body is critical is in our emotions and paying attention to our emotions and using our body as a navigation system for if we should be turning right or left. Now, there's no wrong answers. Even if your body is telling you to go right and you go left, there's no wrong answer. It just means you're not going to like it as well, or it's going to take longer to get where you want to go. It's going to take you longer to find your purpose or to live your heart's desire. But there's no wrong answer. So if we can pay attention to what our body is telling us to do, it just shortens it a little bit and makes life a little bit better in the process. And we feel better about it. There's several ways that we listen to our body and what our emotions are telling us. So that really it's an emotional guidance system is what it is. If we learn to pay attention to what the emotion is and how it feels in the body, then the sooner, as I said, we get to either achieve our dreams or just live a more meaningful, more happier, content, satisfying life. So how do we pay attention to our emotions? What does that look like specifically? So let me ask you a question first. Have you ever gone somewhere? You might just be in the parking lot. You might have walked in through the door of a place. You might have made it all the way through the door and you're going into a room. And all of a sudden, it just doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel right. And it's not like anxiety, like this doesn't feel good. You need to pay attention to that. There's a lot of reasons why you're getting that feeling. It might be because, you shouldn't be there. It might be because something happened before you got there you don't know about. You could be walking through someone else's energy and not realize it. So it's not always yours. But if it hits you and it lands and it stays with you, you might want to pay attention to it to see. When I say it doesn't feel good, like maybe it's fear, you need to ask yourself, is it fear because I don't want to do it? I just simply don't want to. It doesn't bring me pleasure. It's boring. Or is it because you're afraid of it? If you're afraid of it, that is probably an opportunity for growth. If it's, I'm just bored with it, I just don't like it, it doesn't feel good, then there's probably no reason to move forward with it. When we're not feeling good based on a fear that is like, we're going to get judged, I'm not good enough, people aren't going to like me, That kind of fear is something that's going to allow you growth. But let's go back to the body. Let's go back to this lesson before I get too far off track. You do need to pay attention to all these emotions, whether they're fear, happiness, anxiety. What is it? What's the basis of it? I know people sometimes don't know what they're feeling in their body because they don't pay attention to it. It was a long time that I didn't pay attention to the energy in my body. I totally get that, but there's ways to start learning. And it's worth taking a minute and paying attention to what we're feeling in our body. You may have heard that when kids get a stomach ache at home, they don't want to go to school the next day. It's usually because there's something going on at school. Either someone is picking on them, or there's a test that they have to take, they have to do an oral project. Something's going on at school that they don't want to do. So they get stomach aches. That happens a lot. And it doesn't go away when we get older. So they don't recognize, as children, they don't recognize what's going on. They just know they don't feel good and they want to stay home. But as adults, we can recognize that that's a sign of something they don't want to do. Same with us. It's a sign of something we don't want to do. So learning to pay attention to the signs of our bodies, taking a minute and actually asking ourselves, asking our body, what's going on? Why am I feeling off right now? It's really important. If you're familiar with Martha Beck, she wrote a book, and I'm not going to get the title exactly right. It's like Finding Your True North or something like that. But she has a really powerful exercise in it, and it leads you through finding a yes answer within your body and finding a no answer within your body so that when you're feeling it in your body, you know if it's a yes or a no, or conversely, if you have a question, you have a decision to make and you don't know what to do, you can ask the question and then listen to your body. So that's one way to use your emotional guidance system within your body. There's another way, there's muscle testing, and you can find out a lot online about muscle testing. There's a lot of people that work with it, but it's allowing the body wisdom, the divine wisdom that's within us to come out through using our muscles and whether our muscles go weak or strong. And of a similar note, pendulums are like body testing because they're using the muscles within the body. The muscles contain our answers. There's a lot of ways you can do muscle testing. I'm standing right now. I used to do this in the grocery store all the time. When I was picking up produce, if I knew it was a good piece of fruit for me and my family or not, you need to go through the instructions to learn how to do it. But if I sway forward or sway backwards while I'm holding it, it would tell me if it's good for me and my family or not, or if it's ripe or if it's unripe. So, and that can be done with anything. Which supplements should I take? Which dog food should I buy? Thing in life. Which car should I buy? You can always use muscle testing. It's a really good way to find out information that is, again, there's no wrong answers, but the best fit for you at that time. And answers will change over time. That's one way to use the body when we're pursuing our dreams and want to live a happier life. Another way to use the body is by managing and recognizing and paying attention to our body's energy vibration. Now, I mentioned walking through someone's energy earlier. Our emotions, our feelings have different energetic vibration levels. And the higher the vibration, the better we feel. The lower the vibration, the worse we feel. So most of the things that we desire are on a higher vibration. If they were at a lower vibration, we've already accomplished it and we don't have to do any work around it. But when they're at a higher vibration than what our current energy is, then it's something we need to work towards. This is where exercises like visualization helps to get you in the same energetic vibration of that which you want. So it could be sitting down, closing your eyes and visualizing what it is you want and feeling the feeling that you want. It could be scripting it out on paper. There's several ways to achieve that, but it's a really important way to get our energetic vibration to match that what we want. And then the third way we need to use our body in pursuit of our goals is to take action. Is the very physical act of doing something. You can't sit on your couch all day and visualize and write and journal and do gratitudes and forgiveness. You'll get somewhere, you'll grow, but you're going to have to take some action sometime. Actually, if you're not taking action, you're reading the emotions in your body, they're probably not going to do much because you're not moving. So you're not going right or left. It's not going to tell you to switch direction because you're not going any direction. But inspired action. So you need to listen to your guidance, which is going to come from the soul. That's a different episode. You're going to need to listen to your guidance and take action on it. What's my next step right now? Do it. You need to do it. You need to get on your feet. You need to make a phone call. You need to send an email. You need to go visit someone. You need to actually do stuff. And a lot of the time, if we are working on a goal or a dream, we can't do it alone anyway. We require input or assistance or offers from other people. Other people have to help us get what we want, whether it's a job offer, a client offer, buying a new house, a career, a relationship, traveling. Everything requires other people, so you can't do this alone. So you also have to take inspired action and pursue the relationships that you need in order to make it happen. So those are 3 ways we need to use our body. In addition to mindset that I already talked about, use our body to help achieve our dreams, achieve our goals. And of course, there's a lot more to say about how to use the body and how to incorporate all these things. But if you just start with one of them and just start trying something, just do something, it's going to get you further than if you hadn't done anything at all. So again, either, listen to your body, listen to your emotions, and learn your yes and your no, or learn some kind of muscle testing, do muscle testing, figure out what your body is telling you. And then work on your energetic vibration to match that of what you want. Because again, dreams are at a higher vibration than where we're at, or we'd have our dreams by now. And then get on your feet, take action, do something, talk to people. All right. Thanks for listening. I hope to connect with you soon. Bye-bye. If you enjoyed the show, don't forget to head over to revkarenpodcast.com. That's REVKAREN podcast.com. There you're going to find the tools for finding more meaning and happiness in your own life. Plus, if you have a story that you want to share with me, either on or off the air, be sure to look for that form. Make sure you follow me so you get notified when new episodes drop. And also, I'd love to connect with you in my Facebook group, Connectedness with Rev Karen. So head over to revkarenpodcast.com. I hope to see you there.